C1Music.fm. Let's talk about it. It is your host for the evening, Aaron Robinson, Jennifer Logan, and Madison Holloway. What's going on, peoples?
Woo, woo.
All good.
All good, all good. So today's topic is titled Welcome Zion. Welcome Zion. So I want to ask everybody who's listening to this. Of course, we're broadcasting live on the ones and twos on the Spreaker Network. So from here on out, everybody, if you want to join the call when we talk and do our discussions, we do have an open door policy for anybody who calls in. The number is 908-316-8630. Everybody can call in and join us on our discussion. Again, the number is 908-316-8630. We are going to start opening up the phone calls, open up the lines for people to call in and ask the host any questions that they would like about our topic. So, today's topic is Welcome Zion. Why did we choose Welcome Zion? Well, we chose it because Zion Williamson. Oh boy, he got himself in some bit of trouble. Home and at work. My boy's in trouble. So, ladies, do y'all know of the Zion Williamson's drama?
Just a tad. I'd say a snippet.
Jen?
Me too. Yeah. Me too. I looked them up a little bit. So, a little bit.
All right, so let me tell y'all what I know, and then y'all can confirm if y'all heard the same thing, and then we'll go from there. First thing is Zion is expecting him and his girlfriend from Duke University that has stayed with him all throughout his college and professional career, is now expecting a baby girl. They did a gender reveal recently. I want to say within the last week or so. And he posted as a proud dad, soon to be dad, I'm going to be a father, so on and so forth. And he was excited, and he posted pictures of him and his soon to be baby mother. Again, long-term girlfriend. And right immediately after, I want to say maybe after the visualization of the pictures and soaking in, not one, not two, I think we're up to 3 now. 3 women have come out and confessed, not only through text messages and showing text messages, also showing images of my man laying in their bed. They're saying that my man had cheated on them. All 3 of the women are saying that the man cheated on them. They never knew that he had a girlfriend. He was talking about moving them all to New Orleans. And this is all a shock. Now, one of the guys that I was listening to about this particular report said that, I think her name is Mariah Mills, that she is like the LeBron James of the porn world. I don't watch porn like that, so I don't know. But he said that my man confirmed that she took it the one that's going the hardest, took it the most personal, because she's like the LeBron James of the porn world. And she's 32 years old, Zion is 22, and they were, quote unquote, in a unloving relationship where she was taking care of him, helping him recover, I guess. Now, the last 2 years, my boy only played like 20-something games each year. So fact that this information came out, and he's getting his name dragged through the mud is irresistible and horrible at the same time. Now, before I ask you ladies and ask you questions, because I know y'all going to speak from a woman's perspective, I want to bring up this topic because I've listened to some of the people who were talking about this, and there were some former NBA players on a podcast that was specifically talking about Zion Williamson's situation. And they congratulated my man on having a baby, but more importantly, they said, "Yo, my man is very smart." And I was sitting there looking at them in shock and awe, like, how are you saying this? And they said, "Yo, instead of my man going out there spending his bread in the clubs, throwing dollars in the clubs, he brought the club to him in his own private room." So at this particular point in time, nobody knew that he was doing all this stuff. It's the women who are, quote unquote, scorned because they realize that they're not the number one and want to drag his name through the mud. The second thing that they said is that he should not respond to any of them because they're using his response as a way to prolong the situation. So first and foremost, I want to ask you, Jen, first. And then I'm going to come to you, Madison. Jen, I want to know, if you were the baby mother, was together for a long time in Duke, my man is now in a financial situation where he can take care of you and your family. We haven't heard from her. We haven't responded. She hasn't responded or said anything. I want to know, what would you do in this situation as the baby mother?
Oh, I would stay quiet as kept. I wouldn't do what she's doing. Just be quiet. Just keep to myself and handle it discreetly. Like, as far as, they're not married. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. If I chose to end it because he was unfaithful, if I had, if we were truly dating and he was unfaithful, then I would end it quietly. The only person I have to tell is him that it's over and just move on. I definitely wouldn't respond to the ladies, the other women, and I wouldn't say anything. What's the point? Like, I believe, I agree with the guys, the other NBA guys. Like, they're trying to get their 15 minutes of fame or just be in the spotlight. They knew, I believe they knew the deal from the get-go.
Okay. What about you, Madison? Before you answer, Madison, so Jen, I just want to make this clear. You say you won't say nothing. I got that point. Would you leave him?
I don't know. So for me, if it was me, then I would expect him to, and we were in a relationship. I don't know exactly what they are, like, officially, because just because you have a baby by someone doesn't mean that you guys are exclusive. And if that was the understanding, if he made it clear and they had this agreement that was the understanding that he was exclusive, then if you're not exclusive, then yes, he's, I would say, okay, well, you don't want to be with me, so it's over. If that's what she wants to do, then, I would break it off because I don't need anybody. If you don't want just me, if I'm not enough, then go on.
Okay, so you would definitely cut him off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't want the bag? You're not looking to get married to him or anything of that sort?
Would I get married to him?
Yeah.
No.
I wish I could have seen her face right now. That would have been hilarious. All right, Madison, talk to me.
Lost me at marriage. You just done cheated. I would embarrass myself by marrying that man. But similar thought process of, I don't know necessarily what I would do because we don't know. I'm pretty sure that was his girlfriend. I would not want to be with that. There's no, because I get in relationships, all forms of them, like forgiveness comes into play. And, you know, mistakes, bad decisions happens. But that was not a mistake. That was that was 3 times of a bad decision. A smart bad decision, if they want to call it that. But nah, that sucks. It sucks a lot.
That's where you're leaving it at? It sucks a lot?
Yeah, because you were asking if I would stay with him. I don't see how that would work out. If you asked marriage, I super don't see how that would work out. I feel like that would very much just worsen everything for me. No matter where he's going within his career, because like you already have so much bad press about you, and now your unborn child is coming into a lot of hoopla, a whole lot of hoopla. That's a lot of embarrassment.
Okay. So now let me flip it. And I'm going to start with you, Jen, again. So let's say you was in a long distance relationship with him. You know who he is. You know he's a basketball player. You know that he travels. You know, obviously, you're not in, let's say y'all dating. All right. He says he's going to move you. And then all of a sudden you hear that he got another girl pregnant. Are you deading him? Or are you still going to stay with him and try to work it out? Like,
yeah, he would have had to do some serious juggling. I thought, if I found out he was with another woman, yes, I would.
No, you just found out he got somebody pregnant.
Yeah, that's with him another woman.
All right, yeah, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean he had to be like boyfriend and girlfriend. Whether he probably just got somebody else pregnant.
No, but he was with her in whatever way. He was with her in a biblical sense. That's it.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm done.
So would you be?
He made it clear.
So would you then? So here's what the issue is. Would you then drag his name out because would you be embarrassed? Because at this point in time, nobody knew that you was dating him. Maybe only your family and friends knew.
Yeah. Right. So if it came out like that, then I'd be like, girl, yeah, it's done. I don't. No, I think, like I said, he would have had to juggle. I would have had to been blindsided, like totally. I guess they were saying they were totally blindsided, but I feel like totally in a way that.
You don't think they were?
I'm not. Well, I'm just gonna say that, like.
Yeah,
I would just end it. I would say I'd end it regardless. I don't care if I was blindsided or if I felt like, okay, well, he's gonna play around, but don't get anybody pregnant, and then don't be acting like you all happy on the internet, like, oh, this is my wifey, we got a baby. I feel like it's almost like that. I feel like that's where they're like, what, But maybe he was true blue to them. Maybe they felt like this was true love, and he was showing up, I mean, at Christmas, at 9 a.m. on one person's house and 12. I mean, I guess if he can fly out like that, or maybe they were all in the same state. I don't know. But when I found out, it would be over.
So for you, immediately it'll be over. There's no working it out. It's no. Would you even want? Would you want him to explain himself? Would you want an explanation, or would you just be like, "Yo, it's over. I'm good"?
No, I know about the birds and the bees. He don't have to explain it to me.
So you wouldn't even answer his phone call or nothing?
I mean, I don't know if I'd talk to him and be like, "Dag," because it depends on how I'm feeling. But I wouldn't do what she did and like put all this stuff out on the internet. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
It's not me.
All right, Madison. What about you?
What was the question again?
If you was the girlfriend, not the girlfriend that got pregnant, but the long distance.
If I was one of, for us to get it correctly, one of the long distance shorties. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm the one long distance shorty that had the text exchange from him saying that he didn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Whoever that was, if that's me, I'm super hurt. I feel very down bad at this point because that's embarrassing. But I wouldn't have been one of them. That
Hold on, for you, let's say
out.
let's say that you are popular too. People know who you are. Let's say you a star.
That's embarrassment. That's embarrassing.
Let's say you a
Even
star.
still,
You got a big following, and
even still, I feel like that was more of an attack on, like, the girlfriend, baby, of course, him, but like,
yeah, they was throwing shots at his baby mother.
That's really messed up. If I was in this kind of game right here, I wouldn't have been someone to put it to the internet. I feel like if anyone was gonna say anything to anybody, it should have been to the girlfriend. I don't know if it was worse while she's pregnant, after she has the baby, so she could have a safe delivery. But nobody's actually thinking about her at all. Her health, the baby's health. Sure, he could or doesn't deserve this type of heat, but like, I would be hurt though, because you saying you don't have a girlfriend. You like me all like that, you know, you want to come see me all like that. Now you want to fly me out, live with you all like that. Like, come on now. That's hurtful. That's embarrassing. Especially if I have a big following. Aside from the corn stars, I do believe they want the 15 minutes of fame. People will watch their videos. They're getting paid for this. So I could see why they would not care. But it's all messed up.
So earlier, Jen, you said you agree with the basketball players. What part of that did you agree with?
I'm saying when, what did they say? It was, for him to, I can't remember.
They said they brought the clock to him. Is that what you're talking about?
No, not that part. I'm not talking about that part. It was something else. But I feel like, I feel like that's hard to pull off. I'm saying that someone knew something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's hard to, I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying that that's very hard to pull off, to be in a relationship with 4 people and all 4 of them don't know each other. This is a country boy too. He's from Salisbury. He's like 40 minutes. He was born matter of fact, maybe like 30 minutes up the road. Less than an hour from where I live. Like and Salisbury is a very small town. Then he went to Spartanburg, which is another small town in South Carolina, before he went to Duke. So he's not like
used to this
big. Huh?
He's not used to bright lights in big cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So all this is, Duke is big, but you know what I'm saying? Like, going to all this stuff going to his head. And I guess with women coming on to you, I'm sure, I guess he took them as they came. And what are you going to say? I think that to me, I feel like it's kind of absurd. Now, I've been in a situation, I ain't saying I ain't did my stuff, but I think it's absurd to hold someone to like biblical standards when you don't have biblical principles, when you don't operate it with the same principles. So if you're dating, like I would have the expectation of my boyfriend, or, if we're going to have a boyfriend and do everything, and do it right? I guess they're not. But how are you wanting him to stay faithful and do all this stuff and fly you out and pay for all this stuff like he's your husband, but he's not. So you want him to be that, but he's not. Like, why you want him to do all that? And then you a porn star.
Right.
Like, you want him to treat you right. Like, I want everything. Do me like I'm the only one. But yet, how many people are watching your videos? So I'm just saying that it's kind of expected to me. I felt like somebody knew. Maybe not I'm not saying just because she had a baby that she's whatever, but at least she was with him at Duke. She knew him the longest. All the other women, as far as I know, and I don't know that much, met him after his fame, after his stardom. Like at Duke, he may have been famous, but he was still in college. So to me, I feel like the other women had to know something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they're totally innocent, and I feel like that's kind of hypocritical to be like, call him out on everything because I think pretty much they're just as wrong as he is.
Okay. Let me ask you this question, Jen, and then Madison, I want you to piggyback off of this. Jen, if you was the New Orleans Pelicans owner, and this came out of your star player, as the owner, how would you handle this situation? If you handled it at all, what would you do as the business owner?
Oh, I wouldn't. I'd be like, what? You better make sure you at the game on time because you look like you got bills.
So you would you just let it ride? You wouldn't even say anything? Mind you, this is a ball player. This is a ball player who said he was healthy, but he didn't want to play because he was mentally messed up.
Clearly,
I bet you I see that. Yeah. I
so
that.
you would accept that from him now, like now hearing all this stuff?
No, I'd be like, brother. I mean, I don't know. You better get counseling. I mean, that's business, so that's different because I'm paying you money to do a job, and I really want you to go ahead and do that job. It's no.
Why are you laughing, Madison?
I just need you to show up to work. Like I know you have reasons now, at least one. Upcoming reason.
Reason?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay, Madison, what you was going to say?
I was about to laugh on something Jen said in her opening. It was I wish I put a pin in it. But as that may not be my business as well, like statement-wise or anything like that. Would I speak with him? Not too personally, but like in some of the videos, they were saying that he was like missing a lot of games, and and yes, you did go further by saying some mental health. We all do think, yeah, clearly, something's going on. You're escaping something. There's a void you're feeling. But it's best to do it in the game. Get out the game, player, and on to the court. Because as you guys said, you got to ball hard. You got some bills to pay, and you may have to figure some stuff out. Very, very much different captains.
Okay, let me ask this question. Let's say Jen, he wasn't a ball player. He was just a regular guy. He works at your store or your business, Miller's. All right, Miller's Beauty. He works at Miller's Beauty, and his name is in the news for this. They put him out there on the news. Like he's on the 4 o'clock news. Local, out here we have News 12. He's on News 12, the statewide news, and the people are clowning him for this. Do you pull him to the side and let him go? Like, would you say, yo, that's his own personal business that has nothing to do with our business? Would you stand by him? Like, what would you do?
I mean, if he's the stock boy, I'd be like, you probably need some extra hours.
What if he's your CEO?
Oh, he's not the CEO because I am.
You the owner.
If he's the
he works
CEO,
for you.
Then he's my boss.
No, you the owner.
If he's the
you the owner.
Okay,
you the owner.
You.
Yeah,
okay.
you just
okay.
hiring the manager.
Well, no, I don't. Okay, so for this, I'm just gonna say, as long as I'm not really gonna get into his business. It's not like where I feel like, I don't know if I would have him if he could go ahead, and I think he needs his job, so I would keep him employed. Like he just got to do his thing.
So you won't
Hopefully
mess
it
with
doesn't affect, as long as it doesn't affect the company. Like as long as it doesn't affect the sales and stuff like that, I'd be like,
what if people are showing up to the store wanting to see him and like reporters and stuff wanting to talk about the drama?
You better buy something. No loitering.
Calling the cops
Make
on
some
them.
purchases. No, if it's if they're impeding on, um, my business, like stopping the flow of customers, then yeah, they gotta go.
Hmm.
If they're coming through, making some purchases, go ahead with it. I
All
don't
right.
think they're gonna get him. He'll be in style. I don't think he'll be out front talking. But I don't think I wouldn't take his job away. Like I said, he actually really needs it now. If he didn't need it then, he definitely needs it now.
What about you, Madison?
Um, I would agree as long as it doesn't like impact like the workspace, and at least it wasn't something like. I mean, this is bad, but it wasn't like it's horrible. But it's not like one of those categories of yeah. I don't think you should be here because yeah, he needs it more. He has a baby on the way. He might have to pay child support. He might, if this is now a regular person speaking, like, however his parents or family could think about it. Yeah, he probably shouldn't be in the front. Is that free marketing if they pull up? And I would, have some deals in the window or something like buy one, get one. Come in the store. You want to talk to him? He'll ring you up.
Buy one, get two.
Nah,
Get one. Buy
Nah,
one, get one in the oven.
No!
Right.
Oh my goodness! I was gonna say buy one get one half off because we need to
Buy
we're not
one.
doing the free.
Buy one, find a surprise
Get
for
three free.
Yeah, I was about to say 3 free. Oh, these poor free threes right here.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Buy one, windmill your surprise in the mail.
Surprise for them.
Surprise discount in the mail.
It might not be a good one.
All right, so then in this case, let me ask this question. Any one of y'all can answer this. So obviously, my man keeps his job for y'all. If you were the third girl, the third one, not the first one, not the baby mother, not the first one that responded because she already tight, but the second one that you see, like, yo, hold on, he was messing with her and having a baby with her, and he was just with me. Would y'all how would y'all respond? Would you join in at that point in time because he got put out there already, or would you just let it ride?
I'm only joining in if it's a fight. JK. But I still don't think it's right. Don't add on. I guess if your bill's super not getting paid, the corn isn't fluctuating on the sites. If you have to make a statement, say, you know what, this wasn't the best. I hope all is well with him and his family now. Because that's the biggest karma. You don't really got to do nothing because everything's falling apart now. But nah, I don't think you should say nothing.
So you wouldn't say nothing regardless, no matter how embarrassed you are, whatever the case may be. Whether you seen other people that he was messing with as well start clowning them and getting on them.
As they should. Yeah, I would probably like all those posts. But what am I gonna say? Free me? What? What do you?
Why would you like the post then?
I'm liking it because correct. Roast them. The only time I should reply is if I like something and they be like, oh, she liked it. Yes, I did. Correct.
So you would go that far and participate in flowering the roasting?
That's barely participating. I'm liking something. That's you like stuff. Time to time you go on the social.
It's about what it's about what it's about.
And it's about.
So would your feelings even be hurt? Would your feelings be hurt though?
Clearly, what? I thought I was the only one. I was the third one. The third one, because the fourth, I wait till I find out about the fourth one. I'm already punching the air right now. No, it's all bad. If anything, say, hey, he told me he didn't have a girlfriend. I'm so sorry.
What would you, Jen? What would you say to your mom?
What?
Because I'm pretty sure, like, she probably would have.
I'd be like, you was right. You was right. The whole time, huh? You was right. He ain't no good. It wasn't no
What if
good.
your mom liked him too?
No.
What if your mom liked him?
If
Was
my
like,
mom
yo,
liked him,
yeah. She was like, yo, it's your fault.
no, she wouldn't say that. If she did, I don't know. I don't know about that.
But nah, go ahead.
If she said it was my fault, I'd just be like, oh, okay. Well, I dodged the bullet because I wouldn't consider myself the third person either. But I would be hurt. I just wouldn't say anything online, even if I talked to him, because clearly I have his number. And
So
had
you
a
would call
conversation
him?
with him.
You would call him?
Well, I'm sure he probably is calling them. I'm trying to figure out. So how would I have been found out as the third person in this? Like, did she?
Because you saying the first
herself?
person, the first person revealed themselves and was like,
Yeah,
yo,
and then this other girl was
reading the post of the reveals, and it was like, yo, you know what? He was at my house too. Da da da, da boom boom, and joined in. And he told me this. I think it was when he said he was gonna move me out there. Then she was like, you know what? He told me he was gonna move me out there too. She was like, yo, if you decide to move, we can live together.
No, that's a lie.
Yeah, true story. But
I know one lady was talking about how, like, he was supposed to buy her some stuff and he didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Not online. Not in public. Like I said, even if I decided, hurt and decided to tell him off, you shouldn't have lied to me. Why did you lie? Whatever. I would not do that in public. I wouldn't do anything on Instagram. I actually wouldn't like it because now, like, if they found out, then they would see my likes and connect me to all that. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it at all. I wouldn't do it at all. Because they do that. Like, if you unfriend people, especially if you're famous, I mean, I don't know how
the shade room.
They were like, she unfriended him, and blah, blah. She used to like all this posts, then she unfriended him, and then she liked the other, whatever, what's her name? Miss Miles,
Mariah,
whatever, Mills.
Yeah.
Mariah Mills, yeah. And then she liked all of Miss Mills, posts. So I would want to distance myself for whatever reason. Clearly, if I was a money hungry, trying to get after it. So let's just say I want to get after his bag, right? I wouldn't say anything because if everybody else ratting him out, then I'm the loyal one. If I just wanted to be done with him, I wouldn't say anything because I'm definitely not going to have anybody associate me with that out of embarrassment, I'm just done with it. Like, I don't have anything else. What else is there to say? I don't have a baby. I don't need to talk to him anymore. There's really nothing.
All right. I got y'all. I agree with what you're saying. I have a question I want to ask. I want to change topics for a minute. Again, today's topic title was Welcome Zion. He's welcoming a new Zion Jr. No, it's a girl. He's welcoming an addition to his Zion family. Zayana. But yo, check it. I got another question off top, just on another tier. Over the past weekend, my man Money Floyd Mayweather had a boxing match, exhibition match with John Gotti III, which is John Gotti's grandson. If y'all don't know who John Gotti is, he was at one point in time one of the top, if not the top, mob boss in New York. All right? He was the Teflon Don, the one that they couldn't take down for a while. He kept beating the case, and then he was going into the cameras and publicity and bragging that he was beating them, so on and so forth. And then his boy, Sammy the Bull, snitched on him. Sammy the Bull was a hard-body, cold stone killer dude as well. But so on and so forth. Not to put that information out there or co-sign it. Yo, my man, John Gotti III, boxed Money Mayweather. They said Money Mayweather made about $20 million off this fight. They said they said that my man Gotti probably made about a couple thousand, like maybe like 100,000 or something like that off the fight. Money Mayweather, as an old man, outboxed this young man for at least 6 rounds until it was a DQ, disqualification, because Gotti kept selling noise to him. And the ref kept saying, yo, stop selling noise. After he DQ'd him, John Gotti III ran from the referee, ran up on Money Mayweather and tried to hit him with a 3 or 4 piece. Money May hit him with that stiff right hand, backed him up. His corner ran into the ring. Money Mayweather corner ran into the ring. And there was a brawl in the ring. People are saying, yo, my man is mad old now. Like, why is he even associating himself with stuff like this? Some other people are saying, if I'm retired and you're going to pay me $20 million to beat somebody that I know I can beat anyway, why not take it? But the more he do stuff like this, the more he make himself look bad, like he looking for money. My question to y'all, and then the third thing is, his team was brawling with the Italians. This is John Gotti III. There could possibly be some aftermath to this situation, the way it went down. It was ugly.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Somebody might be sleeping with the fishes. So my question is, I'm going to start with you, Jen, real quick before we end the show. What do you think about that? Would you have, if you was a boxer, would you have even, if your son was a boxer, would you have entertained him, say, hey, go ahead and fight John Gotti III and get that bag? Or would you tell him, nah, it ain't worth it?
I mean, that's his profession. And you clearly call him Money. You put the adjective Money Mayweather or in front of his name. So because that's what he's Floyd Mayweather, but you call him because
that's his nickname,
because
Money May.
That's what he's about. Right, exactly. So therefore, that's what he does. That's what he does now. I would if that was
exhibition
my son and that's
fight
his
though.
goal and that's what he does, what am I gonna do? He's a grown man. So
well,
and I don't think if you look
excuse me. No, I was saying, what if you know that he's fighting a guy that's part of the mob or affiliated in some way? Like if you beat him up, you know this can end bad all the way around. I'm not suggesting or putting out there that something is going to happen. I'm just hypothetically playing with the situation.
I definitely wouldn't want him to get taxed by the mob in any way.
I mean, you beating up the Dawn, Teflon Dawn grandson, you know? And he went to street fight tactics.
To get into the ring.
But he turned into he turned it into street fight tactics where both corners started banging.
I see, but I'm gonna say this. Let's say this: when the fight broke out, your man Money,
he got out the ring.
Wasn't here. That's right. He never messes with his money. He never does anything to jeopardize his money. He's going to or himself. So he's gonna.
Yeah, his security guard
came to do.
Security guard team is like a gang itself, yo. Because they bone rushed my man when he did all that nonsense. His security team.
So.
He slid. He hit my man with that right hand and he slid to the left. It's like, yo, what you doing, bro?
The hit is to the left.
Banged him. My man backed up, almost like he stumbled back, and then like his ring jumped in, the other side jumped in, and then it was just like, and Money just slid off.
Yes, and the whole time they were fighting. Actually, Floyd Mayweather, you can see how he is being escorted out of the building. He's walking back to his while they're still fighting.
You looking at it
Floyd
now?
Mayweather is like gone. He's ghost.
You
Yeah,
looking at
I'm
it?
looking at it.
Did you
He's
see it
ghost.
before?
Yep. No, I hadn't seen it
Oh
before.
yeah.
I see where they show the camera where Floyd Mayweather. He's like out of the ring. People trying to take pictures of him, but he's walking. They're escorting him out.
And people are
And
like,
the whole
yo,
fight is
like,
happening.
yeah, and then it don't stop. Like, it started back up. They
No.
paused for a little bit, right? Everybody started clearing, and then next thing you know, they started back up again. And they was like, people are like, yo, why is he even associating? Like, this is an exhibition fight. Nothing's on the line. Like, why even
Right.
associate with your stuff and put yourself in a situation fighting the mob boss's grandson? Like, do you need the money?
That's that money.
He has enough money. Do he really need the money? Like, is it, or do you look
Well,
at it
is
as
his
yo,
daughter- is his daughter in
20
jail?
mil? Nah, I don't know I don't know if his daughter's in jail.
Yeah, she got out.
Oh, she got out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, he still has family, and family. You know, maybe he has to take care of his family, his children, and
I got you.
so on and so forth. I have no idea, but apparently he feels like he needs it. He felt like it was worth it. So,
Madison, if you was in this position, would you have done it?
Hey, Floyd Money Mayweather. Hey, weather. Yeah, 20 mil. I know. Yeah. Short answer, as Jen would say, yes. 'Cause 20 mil, this is
It's 20
like,
mil. The duality of the situation is what? Give us the
There's
word.
no
Give us the
duality.
report.
I'll throw the duality to, if it looked bad for him. I don't think it looked bad because that's interesting to watch. That'll probably get people more interested in boxing because, like, you look at both of their backgrounds, like, wow, like, that's crazy. And so, if anything, that was maybe a good stir. But then the altercation at the end now, did not look the best. Did he hopefully not start things with that?
He didn't start anything.
I hope not. No.
My man,
Sleeping with the fishes.
Nah, they said that the referee is in Mayweather's pocket. So
Ooh,
they
wow.
do it. They said this is what they're saying, that he does what he can to protect Mayweather from getting hurt in the ring. Like, he fights all. He's been all his exhibition fights have been with this guy. Pays him well.
Mm-hmm.
And so my man kept selling noise. I don't know what he was saying. Maybe he was saying, yo, I'm going to kill you, yo. You know what I mean? Talking crazy to him. I don't know what he was saying in the ring. But it got to the point where the ref was like, yeah, enough is enough, man. You're selling too much noise. The fight is over. I'm DQing it.
I would do that.
And then my man just started going wild.
The thoughts that entered my mind also when hearing this, I was like, because you were saying something about, or one of you were saying something about how the bodyguards, they moved quick. Like, right after, it was like, he hit him with a 2-piece side drink. I'm out. Well,
Yeah.
it was one meal.
Yo, the crazy thing is, when the altercation started, like, all you seen was black T-shirts. Like, you seen his trainer, the John Gotti trainer, run in, and then you just seen like 20 black T-shirts all in the ring at one time. I'm like, yo.
Where my mind went to when you guys brought that up was like, what is the hiring process for these bodyguards? Like, do y'all gotta fight each other? Does he need to know what background? Like, I'm pretty sure he's like,
They get
I
paid
need
well,
people
though.
that need to know how to fight.
Yeah.
Or protect me, because I can protect myself, but protect me if I can't. They have to be skilled men,
That is correct.
licensed weapons, lethal weapons.
All right, man. So we're gonna bring Welcome to Zion to an end. My man Zion, overall, my personal opinion, my man bugging. Like, I don't know what he was thinking, why he thought this was gonna go different. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know you got dirt in the game. Like, why would you be sitting there? I don't know. That's just the stupidity of the situation. Is like, yo, bro, you stupid, bro. Like, I don't understand why he thought this was
done
gonna...
many times over.
Huh?
A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. A
This
lot of
one,
people have multiple.
I get all that, and I get it, but I'm saying like, I don't know, man. You a public figure though. Like you gotta things hit differently when you in the public eye. So I don't know. He's not like a regular juggler. Like if he was still in that small hick town in North Carolina that you said he was from, the small town.
No, he was just in it. He should just go on air and say, it was an entanglement.
Honestly, he should say that to save face, because they trying to destroy him, yo.
Oh.
It was an entanglement. It was 3 of us.
Jada cannot
We
say
did it. All right, man. We out. We signing out, man. Anybody y'all can give a shout out to?
Zion, I do prayers. No, for his girlfriend.
Prayers
Her
for his
son.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Shout
you,
out to
Jen?
Oh, she don't need no prayers. She's set. As long as he's good. As long as he stays employed, she's good. Yeah, well, North Carolina. Go ahead, Zion. Represent.
Yo, shout out.
Represent that dirty South.
Let me say this right now. Shout out to all the people who last week experienced the apocalypse that was happening here in the North. Jen, I don't know if you knew what was going on, but these Canada fires had us looking out the window like, yo, is it happening? Jesus is coming? Is he coming? Did I miss it? Like, yo, the sky was orange. Like, the outside in the air was orange and yellow. Like, literally, when you walk outside, it's like the clouds was down on the ground, fog that was orange and yellow all throughout. It was crazy.
You could touch it.
And you smell, all you smelled was burning. And it was like, yo, it's happening. Madison goes, yo, that's in Morristown.
No, my cousin said that it was.
I'm messing with you. Well, we found out I was from Canada, man. So I was like, yo, can you imagine, though? All the way from Canada.
15 fires. Supposedly the smoke, the size of our state was over us.
Right. So I want to say, for one, for anybody who inhaled that smog, you are in our prayers. And for anybody that's affected by those fires in Canada, you also in my prayers. I also want to give a shout out to all the fathers coming up. Father's Day is coming. So hopefully, possibly by the time y'all hear this, well, no, you'll hear this now because it's live. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Enjoy your day. And, yo, we signing out, man. We out of here. God bless.
See ya.